Startling new information tonight about the risk of a worst-case spill scenario at the military's underground fuel storage facility at Red Hill.
It comes just as state lawmakers toured that facility just hours ago. We're going to go now to KITV4's Catherine Cruz for the story. Catherine.
Well, that tour comes just before a special Friday briefing that lawmakers have asked the military to attend. But a 1998 Navy study we obtained raises new questions, not just about the most recent spill and old spills, but about the threat of new ones.
Gwen Kawashima works at the teachers union located near the entrance of what used to be a top-secret military installation. She's toured it and prefers to think nobody living or working nearby is at risk.
Hopefully, the government takes enough precautions, security precautions.
KITV has obtained an environmental risk report prepared 16 years ago for the Navy. The Wilbros engineer study looked at scenarios of a catastrophic fuel release. It concluded a massive fuel release would cause irreparable damage to the drinking water source below the site. The cost of cleanup would be prohibitive, long-term, and may not be completely successful. The report raised a red flag about an unsealed manhole near a water pump station. It noted the fuel could seep into the manhole and flow directly into the drinking water. Once the drinking water is contaminated with this amount of fuel, few options exist. It added, it's possible that pumps could be used to remove the fuel from the aquifer. This should remove a significant amount of fuel, but the volume of fuel involved makes total removal unlikely. The report also raised questions about fuel getting into a shaft in a neighborhood near Makalapa Elementary. The adjacent house and probably two neighboring houses will be in danger of being inundated with fuel. The study added it was likely the fuel would run down the street and drain into Halawa Stream in Pearl Harbor, but there's also the threat for those on the freeway. Fuel from the riser shaft may also flow down onto the H1 freeway, where it would become a hazard to motorists. Probably not a threat that Gwen Kawashima ever imagined.
Before taking the tour, I didn't know, and just knowing that it's in these hills, just amazing.
Amazing, yes, and a little scary. Now, the report did list a number of recommendations in order to mitigate the risk, but remember that study does date back to 1998. We've asked the military what it's done since then to address some of those concerns. It responded by saying it continues to incorporate new technologies and refine its analysis in order to ensure early detection of any future leaks. Back to you.
A little scary is right. Thanks, Catherine. One final note on this story. KITV.com will stream Friday morning's hearing live.